Demi Lovato's apparent opioid overdose and subsequent hospitalization on Tuesday might not be her rock bottom. That's what an insider tells People. A source close to the 25-year-old explaining that Demi has become good at hiding her addiction and could, quote, pull it together for work commitments. Now, that source also speculates that Lovato's history with addiction hints that she will only seek treatment when she's ready, explaining, quote, Demi has to want to get help. She can't be forced into rehab or treatment. It won't work. And we sat down with clinical psychologist Dr. Kevin Gilliland, who works with people struggling with mental health and substance abuse. He told us the crucial steps that Demi could take to get back on track.
Demi needs to go back to doing what she did to have a successful 6 years of life in a career where she's incredibly gifted. She's got people that know her well, healthcare people, family that cares. That's one of the benefits of being open, is that people are able to say, hey, let's go back to these things because you did really well. And almost always when we struggle, we get away from doing those things that we know we need to be doing.
Now, sources tell People that Lovato had been a total mess for months before Tuesday's incident, and a source with insider knowledge of the situation tells People that Demi, quote, began to feel that the belief that total abstinence is the only way to deal with addiction is false. The insider goes on to add that Demi had, quote, said that she felt it wasn't the only way and that she can handle her addictions and she would rather attempt controlled consumption. She felt that she could drink in moderation and she believed she wouldn't return to harder drug use. That's a quote from that source. Now, some point to her new perspective on sobriety and a subsequent split with Mike Bayer, her longtime life coach, as a major red flag. Lovato also cut ties with many others on her team recently. After that, one source says it was a slippery slope for the star that, quote, led to her believing in the myth of moderation and controlled consumption, which absolutely does not work if you're an addict. That's their quote, and Dr. Gilliland actually agrees with that assessment.
Once people become addicted to a substance, it's almost impossible for them to go back to using casually. They tried to use casually for months, sometimes years, and were unsuccessful. It's why they had to stop.